It is Friday morning, almost 11 o'clock. Well, we are finally on our way over to get the van smogged. Now, I'm going to go to a guy that I've used a couple of times before, as a matter of fact. And, he's a good guy. He's got a shop that is unbelievable. He's probably been in that spot for like 50 years. And I mean, there is stuff stacked everywhere. Oh, Debrajoy, you took the wrong turn, sweetie. Okay, well, that's what... Oh, we'll go up here. It's a beautiful day. It's already getting hot. Now, I have to tell y'all, and I know I'm going to have to take some measures right off the bat, but last night, Hazel and I retired early. My bed is the most comfortable place to sit for me. Maybe I better turn around. This isn't where I thought it was going. I'll be out in Fallbrook somewhere. All right. Rancho Flores. I love these split rail fences. But anyway, we're sitting there and I'm trying to finish up the last of the book I was reading by Stephen King. And it's called The Institution. I believe that's what it's called. Y'all, it's a good book. It's a pretty darn good book. I wouldn't say it's his best, but it's not the typical Stephen King, gory, bloody kind of thing. But it is a good book. Okay, FedEx. Double yellow lines. Very carefully. Very good. But it's really good. And I was sitting there and I was trying to finish that up. And Miss Hazel was sleeping on the bed with me. I see this movement out of the corner of my eye. And I jumped up. It's a good thing my ceiling fan wasn't on, y'all. I could have decapitated myself. But this little mouse leaped. I'm talking leaped from underneath my vanity over to the little box that I'm using for a nightstand. I'm sorry, am I yelling? It freaked me out. And ran behind my bed. Y'all, I screamed. If the neighbors and I had our windows open, they would have come running. I kid you not. That, and he's little, okay? He's just a little guy. And I was so freaked out. Where did he go? So, Hazel sleeps with me on the bed. Sometimes she'll go and get in her bed on her own and put herself to sleep. But most of the time she sleeps with me, and then I just lower her down when I'm ready to go to sleep and turn off the light. So there I am standing on my bed, not knowing, thoughts were going through my head like this little mouse was going to crawl up in my hair. I have to find him. I have to know where he is before I can relax. So I have a plug behind my bed that goes to one of those strips, And so my box spring is not pushed up all the way to the wall. And But I have also a couple of charger cords. So I picked up my charger cords and I was wiggling them really fast. So I was watching to see if he jumped out from there, and he didn't. So then the next thing I had to do was I had to move Miss Hazel's bed around to make sure he wasn't under there. I mean, where did he go? But they are like lightning. They are so quick, and they are so little. I mean, I'm not sure how this little dude got in, but he sure did. I have a good idea, though. Anyway, so I picked up Miss Hazel's little bed and her blankies and shook them, and it took all I had to be able to do that, y'all. And what should fall out of her bed was some mouse poops. Mouse poops, y'all. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm going to tell you, night before last and the night before that, Miss Hazel could not settle down. She kept getting out of her bed and wandering around, and then she'd go back and get on her bed, and then she'd get back up and go wander around. And you know what? That makes a lot of sense, because that little mouse must have been trying to sleep in her bed. My poor baby. Well, I was really kind of like frozen, you know, like I didn't know what to do. I really didn't want to get up and have that mouse run over my feet, no matter how tiny he was, y'all. And so, you know, I sat back down in my bed and I was reading, but I had an eye cocked. Y'all, it is so hot. Can you imagine wearing one of those costumes and being out here all day long? I think they get paid about $12 an hour. But man, that's hot. That's hot work. This guy's not being very active. He's kind of waving. But man, some of them you see out here, sign holders, they call them, they jump around and, you know, do all this stuff. But anyway, I'm getting off track as usual. So, he runs out again about mid-floor, and I moved really quick to scare him. So he ran back, and one of Hazel's little blankets was over on the floor under the vanity, kind of bunched up. And getting right toward the ocean, y'all. So, next, I see him peeking out of one of the folds in that blanket, and he steps out, but then he runs underneath the door and goes out in the hallway. He was not giving me a break, y'all. And then the next time I saw him, he ran from the hallway in to where the bathtub was. And again, I jumped and stomped my foot, and he ran off. Okay, there was no way that I could sleep in that bed. The bed is on the ground. My box spring and my mattress are on the ground. Y'all know I put it down there because I was afraid of Miss Hazel falling off and getting hurt. So, there just was no way. There was no way I could lay down in that bed. So finally I got brave enough And I grabbed up some covers and a pillow and Miss Hazel, and we skedaddled out of there. Now, I had my bedroom light on, and I had my bathroom light on, and they're bright, y'all. They're bright. I'm telling you, I thought Little Mouse came out at night. But anyway, I'm not sure where he came in from, but there may be some kind of way in where my furnace is. And I'll be able to tell when I open up that door, or have somebody open up the door, and see if there's any mouse poops in there. Now, I have not seen any. I mean, I haven't seen any anywhere. And I've been mopping and vacuuming, and, you know, I just haven't seen any signs. And that's because he was using Hazel's bed as a motel. Oh, my poor baby. I thought it was her dementia. But anyway, my little girl, bless her heart, I feel so bad. So now I'm not going to have any choice but to put out a trap. And I'm going to have my friend Jerry do it. And then if he gets caught, then Jerry will come and get him. And oh Lord, y'all, it breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart to do it, but I have to. I have to. I don't have a choice. So, let me tell you, first I tried sleeping on the love seat. And it's real light in there. I need it to be dark to sleep. And it's real light because I've got my security light is on all night long. And because if anybody comes on my property, I want my cameras to be able to pick them up really good. And oh my gosh, y'all, I could not sleep on that love seat. One, it's hard as a rock, and two, it is really short. So I didn't have any choice, but I had to camp out in my dooley whacker, my recliner. So you can imagine I'm exhausted. And of course, the first thing I thought about, now I am going to have to pee in the middle of the night. Who's going to go with me down the hall? Oh my gosh, y'all. I was like, oh no. But I left the bathroom and the bedroom light on. So when I did have to get up, I just stomped really loud going down through the house. But I feel so bad, but you know, I can't help it. I can't live with a little mouse in the house like that. And especially not if they think they can take over my baby's bed. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. So, that's what happened to us last night. Now, I didn't see... Oh, yeah. I was going to tell y'all. I went into my bedroom to get ready to take a shower, and I took a clean bed and blankets in there for Miss Hazel to lay on. All her stuff is going to have to get laundered. And there was a little mouse turd. Just one. But there was a mouse turd on my bed. See what I mean? those little claws, they can come up the fabric of my box spring and my mattress. Now, I don't know whether he would have come up if I'd have been in there or not. So, y'all, I'm going to have to get one of those little metal bed frames. I don't want to. I don't need it. But I just don't think I'm going to be able to go to sleep with my box spring flat on the floor for them to climb up on. Now, they could probably climb up metal legs too, but it won't be as easy. Oh, Lordy, y'all. Well, I gotta go. I'm just about here. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye now.